to another edition of Fresh Perspective, where we give you a fresh take on this week's hot topics. And listen, man, there's nothing hotter than the bubble right now. But before we get into that, I gotta introduce the panel. To my right, always to my right, I got my man Bo 2.0. How you feeling today?
Feeling good. What's up, world? Let's get it.
Okay, I hope you're ready to cook. To my left, I got the young and talented Mr. Courtney Chappelle. Talk to me. How you feeling?
I'm good. How y'all doing, man? I'm good.
And the Iceman come up. We got my man Amir Drake. Ice, how you feeling, sir?
I'm good, man. Let's get it.
Okay, and last but not least, we got the one who makes everything run so smooth, man. The one that makes everything click and work. The professional, Mr. D. Stanfield. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. Let's get it popping.
All right, man. Let's get it popping, man. We got to start with this bubble. Playoffs have started. Everything is going crazy right now. We had 8 seeds beating 1 seeds. But before I go into my take, man, Bo 2.0. Talk to me, man. What you think about these first couple of games in the playoffs so far?
Been some good games. We already knew it was gonna be a couple good series on Portland and the Lakers, Dallas and the Clippers. The East, I don't think Orlando will win another game. Milwaukee should win the rest of that series. Miami look like they looking strong against Indiana. Toronto, obviously Brooklyn's outmatched, so they don't obviously have a chance. And who else? Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about the Sixers. Like Boston, just no comment. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. If Albert Gentry got fired, Brett Brown better get fired after they lose, put out the playoffs. I know that. But Houston looking strong. That's about it. I mean, I know D gonna say something how I said strong. I'm gonna say it how I said it again, strong. Yeah, I mean, good playoff basketball. Like Courtney said, when the bubble first started, it's the best AAU tournament we gonna see. Good basketball. I love it.
Okay, and speaking of Mr. Young and Talented, talk to me, man. How you feel about what's going on in the bubble so far?
Early games, we just getting feel our games. Everybody kind of getting the kinks out, working their way in. It's not bad. I'm enjoying it. I can't complain.
Okay.
Hold on.
There we go.
I do want to touch on something though. I don't think Brent Brown needs to be fired, but if you're going to fire him, I believe there's a coach. I was trying to look for his name. I can't find it right now. I believe there's a coach on the staff already that just had an interview with a couple teams. Udoka.
Udoka, yeah. He played for
I don't want to pronounce his name wrong.
He played for Spurs, yeah.
Right? If you're going to fire him, then there go your next coach. You just move in a coach. I really don't think y'all need to fire him, and we'll talk more on this later as we get into the draft lottery and all of that other stuff. But I don't think the Sixers need to blow up their team. I think a lot of people want them to blow up their team because they're a threat. But I think if they're going to switch coaches, they got their next coach right there. No need to look far. Got to let Brent Brown go, and you can move right to your next coach next to him.
Okay, Ice, you're next, man. Talk to me. How you feel about what's going on in this bubble?
Man, I'm loving the bubble, man. I seen, Portland with the big upset. They'll probably lose tonight, but I think the series is at least going to go 6 games. At minimum.
Who you picking? Who wins 6?
Lakers. I'm gonna take the Lakers.
I think I agree with that.
But the Bucks came out strong today to even up the series. They looked a little lax the first game, but first game jitters or whatever. Orlando, they done. Toronto's looking good. Like, Kyle Lowry got them on another level right now.
Shout out to Kyle Lowry.
They looking good.
Van Vliet.
Them young Boston Bulls, man, they looking crazy, man. Them young boys is getting it in. Clippers and Dallas, I think that might go 7, and it's a toss-up.
Ooh.
It's a toss-up, and they calling my man Paul. I love Paul George, but they calling him Pandemic P right now, man. So
I love it.
He might want to produce so he can get back to PG-13, man. But I mean, it's been some great ball. Pause. I can't even front. It's been some great basketball.
Tom Brenneman on the microphone, guys.
It's been some great basketball.
And on that note, man, Ron Thomas just chimed in and he said Mark Jackson better get a call. Some of you guys was talking about coaches getting
Mark Jackson
replaced.
ain't getting that phone call. Brother.
And shout out to Marcus Betts, Latoya Tarvin, Ramona Dye for tuning in. Professional, it's your turn. Talk to me about this bubble, man. How do you feel about what's going on? What's intrigued you so far?
I'm with Ice, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I like the fact that there's some unexpected good play out there, but I think I don't like giving Courtney credit, but I got to say he was spot on when he said we were going to see some good basketball because there's not a lot of external entities affecting the environment. Only thing you really got to worry about is if you got any Tim Donahues on the court, point shaving and stuff. That's really all you got to worry about. So I'm enjoying this thoroughly. I can't wait to see how far it goes. I am of the mindset that it'll be the other way around, though. I think Portland's taking LA out.
Whoa!
I don't want to jinx it, so I'm gonna knock on this wood panel right here. But I think that Portland is gonna knock LA out in 7.
Wow! You really think LeBron will lose a game 7?
I know he will.
It's a different game 7. It ain't like you playing game 7 at Staples Center.
Wow!
Yeah. I mean, if there's one person that can knock him out in game 7, it's Melo.
Okay.
So I mean, if he can get to a game 7, I think. Now Melo knees might be done after that game.
Portland go to a game 7. They ain't winning.
Okay. All right. Well,
They got
to win at best in 6.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I was talking to a good friend of mine, DeMarcus Burtz, and we was basically talking about, LeBron being the king, and he kind of feels like LeBron's reign is technically over, and the next king you're going to see in the bubble. Like the bubble, everybody's going to see who the next person is. Young Talented, this question is for you, man. Do you feel like the next? Well, actually, he said that the next king is still Kevin Durant, but the next stars that we're going to see is going to come from this bubble. Do you feel that's the truth? And if that is the truth, who you got your eyes on?
I don't know if there's some stars of the future in the bubble, but you got youngins coming in. It's like I wouldn't necessarily just say bubble. We got youngins coming in. Some dudes gonna wake up. Some people better than what they was. There's a lot of people that's not in the bubble. So when you say stars in it, Brad Bill not in the bubble, KD wasn't in the bubble, Steph Clay not in the bubble, Kyrie not in the bubble. I mean, I'm just saying those are stars that some of them are relatively still in the early parts of their career to say they're coming from the bubble. But I mean, is this good work for upcoming stars, future stars? Absolutely. It's good work for them inside the bubble, but that next king thing is more like, what age group would you consider that? Like, what grouping is that? Like, what's the class under KD? Who is that considered?
Greek freaking under.
Yeah.
Greek freaking number is under KD, so that's
it's got to be that
Ben Simmons.
It's got to be that 3 to
Freak.
5 year difference,
I
right?
would say Greek freaking under.
Greek Freak, Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, all of them is a grouping.
Yeah.
Good point, Courtney.
Shout
So
out to
all of them
Tressa
is a
Raza.
grouping.
She said LeBron ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Woo! Shout out to the
Okay.
LeBron fans.
So I mean, as a grouping with Giannis and all of them, you got a lot of them. Luka's in there, Porzingis in there, Cat is Big Cat. I'm not saying that all of them are stars. I'm just talking about all of the youth that's in. Dev Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Big Cat. I'm missing somebody.
Murray.
Jamal Murray,
Jokic.
We haven't seen if De'Aaron Fox going to do something. Michael Porter Jr. starting to show up. Ben still got a early part to get something together. Like it's a lot of them. LaMelo getting ready to come in. Bol is running around. We don't know how healthy he'll be over his time. And let's not act like AD 30.
Yeah.
AD what, 26, 27?
Yeah.
AD like 26, 27. When you go next king, bro, they ain't that older than me.
Okay. So, Ice, I'm going to pose that question over to you, man. D. Burt said the next group of stars is going to come out of this bubble right here. Is it anybody that you feel, and I know you made a post earlier about one of my favorite players, do you feel like the next group of stars is going to come out of this bubble?
Luka. That boy there different.
29-9-9.
I done seen a lot of basketball in my life, and he got it. But like Court was saying, you still got Porzingis, you still got Greek Freak, Brandon Ingram. It's a lot of boys, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna say Giannis or Luka. And Luka is my number one choice for right now.
Okay, and Bo, you got a couple of guys that like T.J. Warren, came out of nowhere. You got the LeBron Murray, you got Murray that's been playing solid. It's a lot of people that are playing that aren't necessarily household names. So has there anybody that's caught your eye, or you sticking with the usual suspects, the Lukas, the Giannis,
I think it's time to get Donovan Mitchell some respect. Like,
Oh man,
when you name top 5 point shooting guards, he don't get mentioned like that. And just think about what he did. His rookie season, he took Utah to the playoffs. They win their first round against 2 Hall of Famers. He beat Russell Westbrook and Paul George in the first round as a rookie. They 2 Hall of Famers
and destroyed
2
them.
superstars. I mean, he beat them like easily. He beat them. He took them to the playoffs last year. They lost to James Harden. He named the playoffs this year. Like, it's time to get Donovan Mitchell some respect, man. Like, for real, he's one of them guys.
Yeah.
I call him. I'm Mr. 2.0. I call him Dwayne Wade 2.0. I've been saying that since his rookie season. Obviously, Luka. Let me tell you something, man. Luka unguardable. They can't guard that boy. They cannot guard. He going against elite defenders, and he can get to the cup whenever he wants, and they can't do nothing about it.
and he's not fast.
It's slow motion.
Slow cooker.
And the reason
his own pace.
And the reason I
call him the crock pot. He's slow cooking.
The reason I call Larry Bird, because Bird used to cook him slow mo. Hey man, look, it's time to get them boys some respect. And let me tell you one more thing. Hey, in the next year, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they didn't be mentioned as top 5 duo. Whenever you get
absolutely
through.
right
whenever
now,
you get
through. So you don't think they need to? They need to do something in this bubble to be mentioned top 5 duo.
They need to do something, but they are there. They are. I'm telling you.
How do you define duo?
I mean, Kemba Walker's the third option when on that team.
Okay.
It's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown team. You built around them.
And they're a top 5 duo?
I don't know. I didn't say right now. In the bubble they are. I didn't say in far as the whole NBA.
I'll say in the league.
In the league? Okay.
So, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't argue it. Like,
I'm not gonna say top 5 right now.
They over Jamal Murray, Jokic. They over
name the duos.
That's what I'm saying. Jamal Murray, Jokic, LeBron, AD.
Jamal Murray and Jokic not top 5 duo when everybody's healthy. You can get them out of here.
Why not?
The top 5 duo when everybody healthy is Steph and Clay. Steph and Clay, AD and LeBron.
Dame and CJ.
I don't got them no top 5 duo. You got them.
they gotta be.
Wait. Let them name it.
This is why we don't respect you, bro.
Let them name it.
Go ahead, Bo.
How y'all
Go ahead, Bo.
gonna
Get
take it?
yours.
Let them name it.
This is why you ain't go to a black.
Okay.
Let them name it.
Steph and Clay, LeBron and AD, Paul George and Kawhi, Russ and Dame. I mean Russ and Harden, and
But Dame and CJ.
They top 10. I would say.
I'm gonna put KP. I'm gonna put KK and Luka over Dame and CJ. I'm sorry.
You're nuts.
All right, hey man.
Yo.
And real quick, guys, you are listening to Fresh
There is
Perspective.
a lack of strength
I'm sorry.
with your argument.
I'm sorry. KD and Kyrie. I'm sorry. KD and Kyrie over them.
Yeah.
When everybody's healthy. I forgot about them. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
KD and Kyrie. So
Okay.
name some. You can't say they better than them.
Okay.
Hey, Ron Thomas brought up Ja Morant. Nobody's been talking about Ja. How do y'all feel about Ja?
I'll say he ain't in the duo.
He ain't in the
duo.
What you gonna put, Jared Jackson?
I'm just talking about guys that was in the bubble.
But he out the bubble. Ain't no point of talking about Ja. Ja gonna run Rookie of the Year.
What you
ain't no
gonna
point of talking about him right now. He's out the bubble.
He had a chance to be in the bubble.
You gonna put Jared Jackson
We
in?
didn't say Zion.
We didn't say Zion.
They out the bubble.
Like it don't matter for
Do you
them.
think? Do you
But
think
listen,
Jamar
duos,
Murray?
when it comes to duos, right? For me, this is for me. I get how talented people are, how many points and all that, statistics and all that. I'm kind of a results-oriented kind of guy.
Thank you.
I'm not.
Sprinkles are for what?
It's great being a great all of this person, and then there's no results in it, and then it's like, well, they're great. Like great people succeed. Like that. That's it. So for me, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now that Jaylen Brown has developed a jump shot, they on the verge. They pushing that top 5 duo, but it got to be success behind it. Like technically, right now in this bubble, as a top 5 duo, they should walk through people. There is no other duo that can match them.
In the East, no.
In the East, name the top out duo.
I mean, the other duo in the East is
Who are the other duo?
Ben Simmons got hurt. So
Ben ain't there.
Ben ain't there.
Miami don't got a duo.
Milwaukee don't got a duo.
Milwaukee don't got a duo.
You not naming Giannis and Middleton a duo?
Man, Middleton is
All right, that's fair. No, that's fair.
I'm asking you a question.
I'll take Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown versus them.
I will too.
Because I know two can shoot jump shots and one can't.
And the other one don't show up every day.
Boys strap up.
And both of them strapped.
And Chris Middleton get the missing.
That's not my argument. I'm just asking.
No, I'm just saying duos.
Okay.
If we go, Toronto's not a duo. They a crew.
Yeah, they're a crew.
They a crew, but they not a duo.
So Lowry and Siakam is not a duo?
That's a duo.
Not to me. They all average 18.
I think.
So what is Van Fleet?
I think Van Vliet just as good as
If
Kyle Lowry.
it's Pascal and Van
Not on
Fleet,
defense.
No, but on offense,
we talking about they statistically.
You said
play
results matter, right? It's a results oriented league.
You play better
a results
defense.
oriented argument.
Kyle Lowry played better defense, and I play better offense.
Yeah.
So we wash.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we watch because I think that Kyle Lowry is a better all around player.
Nope.
Than
I just
Van
think
Because
one is better defensively
Kyle
because
can do
he's
almost
bigger.
everything that Van Vliet can do on offense, and he does way more on defense.
He can't shoot like Van Fleet.
I say he almost.
I think Toronto has to pick. They would take Van Vliet over Kyle Lowry right now.
No.
You're smoking.
Kyle Lowry is on the end of his
This
career.
is the second dumb comment.
Kyle Lowry might be traded this summer.
I'm about to take myself off the screen.
Kyle Lowry might be traded this
They
summer.
don't know what the hell they talking
Kyle
about.
Lowry might be
You're not
traded
going
this
to
summer.
Tom Brennan me.
Okay.
Facts.
I'm good.
All right.
Kyle Lowry.
Whenever you get through.
You better keep Van Vliet.
I know Van Fleet contract up this year.
Yep.
And I know
He gonna get paid.
that
Somebody gonna pay him.
I know that Nick Nurse, if you look at Nick Nurse in his eye and go, we can't keep Kyle and Van Fleet. Who you want?
Van
Give me
Vliet.
Van Fleet.
Kyle Lowry can go. Norman Powell can start. Norman Powell can start at the
I don't know about Norman Powell starting, but
Okay.
he definitely can go for Van Fleet. I can tell you that much.
Hey.
You hear me? He definitely is tradable. Trust me.
Okay,
Nick Nurse gonna go with his G League guy
got a
over
question
the
for
guy
Ice.
that he ain't won a first.
I got a question for Ice. When the playoffs started, you had 2 1 seeds lose. I know Portland has had a lot of energy, a lot of fanfare. Actually, on this show, it was
Correct.
multiple guys on this show that said that Portland was actually going to make it
Thank
to
you,
the
Ron
playoffs,
Thomas.
and you guys were right. So, Ice, do you really feel like these 8 seeds have an opportunity to knock off either one of these number ones? Like, I know you said Lakers in 6, but do you feel like Portland really has a puncher's chance?
Portland has a chance, but if
They
it
the
goes,
only one that's got a
if it goes 7, Lakers gonna win. Like they have to win it in 6. That's my opinion.
I'm just curious why you say that, because it's not like it's a home court advantage.
Yeah.
But they don't have nobody that can stop AD.
They not.
AD stopped himself.
Yeah. There's no guarantee AD gonna make it to Game 7. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
We still haven't seen playoff LeBron yet. Like y'all know he's due for one.
We
of
might
the
not
games.
never see him again.
We always see.
We never seen playoff LeBron in the
Wow,
West.
yo,
This
you
ain't
gonna
the
hurt
East,
you gonna hurt LeBron's sexual
We always
feelings
say
saying that we're never going to see LeBron.
I like
playoff
LeBron,
LeBron.
but I am of the mindset that he has the focus that he has because he knows it's winding down quickly.
Nah.
I don't say quickly.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that.
wouldn't say
It's
quick.
year
All right.
17. He caught an open. Both arms was.
He
way
also
over the
missed
rim today.
3 layups
Yeah.
right after that.
Today.
I've also watched.
No, he did
No,
not.
that,
I've
no,
also
no, not
watched-
I'm
today.
talking about today.
He just had 2 days rest. Wait till the fourth quarter.
I didn't say he can't dunk, but I also watched him get his shit blocked before too. I watched Mario Hazinga block him within the last year. Like year,
lot
no,
of people get their shot
Year
blocked.
7, Mario Hazonia would have got boomed on.
Everybody.
Don't give me that hype. Year 7,
With the
LeBron
extended
James-
LeBron is still dunking on people though.
I'm
LeBron's
not-
still getting posters.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
In year 7, Mario Hazonia is not
But
getting a
the
LeBron
posters are
promotion.
more because of the 6'9" and not the athleticism.
He's still jumping, bro.
He's still jumping,
bro.
but he's not doing.
Is it winding down?
Yeah,
It is.
it's
Yeah, it's
winding
winding
down
down.
Yes, it's
quickly.
winding down. It's
I
year
wouldn't say
17. It has
quickly.
to.
I wouldn't
All
say
right.
quickly. It's year
All right.
17.
If
It
he
took a
don't
year
win-
off for a hamstring.
I say
Chief.
this.
It's winding down quickly.
If he don't win this year, he ain't winning.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree
That's
with
what
that.
winding down
I
to
agree
me
with
means.
that, Court.
That's what winding down to me means.
Winding down.
That's what winding down to me means.
Quickly.
If you know you ain't winning, you winding down.
Court. Him and Melo are of the same plight. If you don't do it this year,
Nah, Melo just
it's
playing on
over.
pure. Listen, Melo playing on pure joy. You
No. We're saying this is your last shot to win.
This ain't even a shot. This is just living. You heard? This is just living.
I'm underestimating
Melo just
my
happy to be
man.
back in the league, man.
No, I'm not talking about Melo. I'm not understanding Melo. I'm talking about his shot at winning this title.
I hear you, but
is
what's in your
not
glass,
likely.
bro? Mellow Mondays. Holla at me.
Listen.
Anyway,
Let me tell you something. Mellow Monday and all that, and I love him, boy, my guy. But y'all get to a finals this year, you are guaranteed Hall of Fame. When I say guaranteed, you ain't even got to win it. Just get in. I
All right, so Courtney, so
where
hold
is
on.
Tanya Harding when you
might
need her?
get it.
I got a
$50
question
check
for
next
Courtney.
week.
I got a question for Courtney. Now, y'all brought up that we might not see playoff LeBron, but Courtney, are we going to see Olympic Melo?
You already see that. You already see that. But notice something when you ask about Olympic Melo. That shit came with D Wade, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. It came with other people.
And he was
Chris
still the
Paul.
number one option.
No, he
on
wasn't.
that squad.
He was the number one shooting option on that squad until KD got
He was
there.
the number 3 option.
Herb, you know he's
And
the
then he
fourth
became-
option on the
They
team.
had LeBron and Kobe, bro. He wasn't the number 1
He's the
option.
fourth option on the
No,
team
I'm talking
now.
gun-
Olympic LeBron.
I'm talking gunner.
Olympic Melo. He was number one option.
Nah, he's not number one. He just number one.
He
gunner
averaged,
option.
he averaged 22 a game coming off the bench, behind KD.
These are facts.
I thought he started.
No, he didn't start. He started
Not when KD
He started
got
in the
there.
beginning.
Not when KD got to the
there,
team.
He came off the bench
Once KD was on that team,
and averaged 22 a game.
Got you. So, all right.
So that means KD was wearing his Melo's guy out. And then
Portland
Melo
is-
came in and was like, "Oh, you tired?
Portland is
Take
currently
this 22."
Portland is currently getting beat badly.
Exactly. So, do you think it was just,
No, it was CJ
kind of
struggling.
just a shock?
Well, they are struggling really, but CJ really struggling. He's shooting 27%.
They're down by 16. It's not too
Well,
bad.
Michael Porter Jr. said that he realized the intensity changed when it went to playoff and not necessarily play in. So he's kind of adjusting. So, professional, I'm gonna send this question to you. Do you feel like it's more players that are kind of in that predicament, kind of adjusting to playoff caliber basketball?
You addressing that question to me? Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't think it's an adjustment to playoff caliber basketball. I think it's an adjustment to what Court was saying earlier. It's you don't have anything to focus on but basketball. So the real ballers are showing up.
Michael Porter Jr. ain't even played enough college games to understand the difference of back. He went from high school to NBA. Irv, he's so lost. It would be more physical. It's super more physical. He didn't even play at college.
And he's
He
still
didn't see a tournament.
hitting shots. You scaring me because if this guy is lost,
He's hitting
He
shots
might-
because
he-
of his team. Bro.
he's gonna be
You gotta
in the
worry
running.
about. You gotta
Oh,
worry
he
about.
will.
You gotta worry about Murray and Jokic before you ever get to Michael Porter Jr. So and then the rest of their squad is not slouches, man. So let's be clear.
So does Devin have a chance?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Not without Will Barton and Gary Harris. They don't.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They look
Yo,
good.
why are we still talking about Gary Harris?
I mean,
And
they don't
Will
have a
Barton.
chance. As long as Paul Millsap on their team, they don't have a chance.
You said without what?
Paul Mills.
He said without Gary Harris and Will Barton, they don't have a chance.
They don't.
All right.
Well, they don't need Gary Harris, but maybe
Thank you.
the Will Barton thing might
Will
play
Barton
a role.
thing-
The Will Barton thing will pop up. They don't need Gary Harris.
They don't got no bench scoring.
They don't need Gary Harris to win, is what I'm saying. But now the Will Barton thing might slow them up if they don't get their thing together and find the consistent scoring off the bench. But we'll see. Jamal Murray is strong enough to carry. They got enough on that team to get Western Conference Finals, bro. They have more than enough firepower. At some point, the superstars got to be superstars and play like big boys. We can't just keep asking them for more and more help. At some point,
if they win this first round, it don't matter if they play the Clippers or Dallas. They're not beating either one of them.
they beat Dallas.
I don't think
They not beating
either
the
one of
Clippers.
them.
They beat Dallas.
They not beating either one of them.
They beating Dallas. You know why they beating Dallas? Because this ain't. First of all, Nurkic definitely ain't Montrezl Harrell, and he ain't Zubac. That way he ain't. So all that just playing in the paint and running around, Joker gonna cast that out. I'll tell you that now. Jamal Murray, as much as Luke is super cold, when they get to shooting, I shoot it out. I'll take them shooting it out with each other and see where it go.
You know, I actually got a question, Bo.
Utah gonna get him.
Hey, Bo, this was for you.
Okay.
During our preparations, we kind of talked about who were the best coaches in the bubble. I know we just got off of the players and everything. Bo, talk to me, man. Who do you feel like the best coach in the bubble, and who you feel like the worst coaches in the bubble?
The best coach in the bubble is Doc Rivers. I don't know why y'all keep asking me that question. He's the best coach left in the bubble.
I needed it on wax, though.
Hey, it's on wax, it's on stamp, whatever y'all want to say. He's the best coach in the bubble. The worst coach in the bubble is Brett Brown. He's terrible, man. Get him out of here. The guy is terrible, Jack. Hey, let me tell you something. His ass better be fired the day. Can you get fired while you still have a coach ever got fired while they in the playoffs?
No.
Like
Why
while you still have games to play?
No.
Well, he need to be the first one to have Elton Brand, your son, dude. Ice, tell your dude boy to get his ass up out of here, man.
Yo,
Brett Brown ass
could
is
you
trash.
could you picture them being down 3-0?
Come on, man.
And then him getting caught up
Yes.
to the
Like
box
you.
at a halftime.
Come here. Let me holler at you.
Yeah.
Brett Brown had exited the bubble. He got the pink slip. Get his ass up out of here, man.
He's exiting the bubble in the middle of the game.
Hey, man. Harrison Barnes got traded during the game. Why the hell he can't get fired during the game? Shit. Get his ass up out of here. Man, gotta go. I said it. Get your ass up out of here, man.
Oh, man.
You the worst coach in the bubble. You heard it. You the worst coach in the bubble.
Name the coaches in the bubble.
Frank Vogel, he's trash too, but he ain't worse than Brett Brown.
Frank Vogel is not the coach.
Whatever. Terry Stouts, Mike D'Antoni, Billy Donovan, Denver coach, what's his name? I forget. Quinn Snyder, Doc Rivers, Rick Adelman. I mean, not Rick Adelman.
I wouldn't
Dallas
say
coach.
if Brent Brown the worst, then it's like a worse. It's like three of them down there. They all together. Like
Who's the three?
Brent Brown ain't no different than
Who? You about to say D'Antoni?
and D'Antoni just the Andy Reid of NBA.
And we got a ring now.
Shout out to Andy
Shout out to
Reid.
Andy.
And you guys are listening to Fresh Perspective, and
What
right
if
now
D'Antoni
we're
get a ring?
discussing the bubble. Young talent.
God, come on, God.
Talk to me, man. Who's the best coach in the bubble?
Hey, all jokes
and
aside,
who's the worst
Time
coach?
out. I just thought about something.
What?
All
Talk
jokes
to
aside,
me.
if I got to deal with 2020 with Andy Reid and Mike D'Antoni, I quit. I quit the show. I quit this whole show.
So if D'Antoni get a
It's
chip,
over. I'm good on the show.
you
Wait
done.
to see you next season.
Can I get that?
wait
Can I
till you
get
hear my
that
final
and
take.
write
Next
it?
season.
Wait till you hear my final tape.
I see y'all next season. You feel me?
Wait till you hear my final tape.
All right, so Courtney, give it to me. Give it
You
to
are
me.
listening to Fresh Perspective.
But, I mean,
Starts.
Top coach,
is he the
worst coach in the bubble.
best? Nick Nurse, top coach in the bubble.
I mean,
Nick Nurse, top coach in the bubble. Worst coach in the bubble.
Brett Brown.
Who the teams y'all named again? It's somebody worse than Brett.
Brooklyn.
Orlando.
Brooklyn coach.
Man, hey,
Jack Vaughn, good.
Orlando.
Steve Clifford, good.
Steve Clifford good.
telling you who it
Steve
is.
Clifford is good.
Nate McMillan's solid.
Nate McMillan is
Eric
solid.
Spoelstra's solid.
Eric Spoelstra is solid.
It's Brett Brown, man.
Brad Stevens is good.
I told you I was work coach.
I don't know if I put Quinn Snyder better than him.
Yo,
Oh my God!
I don't know if
Better
Frank
than Brett
Vogel.
Brown.
I don't know if Frank Vogel was that better than him. Who told you Frank Vogel was better than him?
He is.
Or Frank Vogel wasn't nothing of close to good in Orlando. Didn't he have a job like a year?
He was solid in
He was
Indiana,
good
though.
in Indiana.
He
He
was
was
solid
good
in
in
Indiana,
He was
though.
good at Indiana.
he got miles out of Herbert. What's his name?
Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Roy Hibbert.
They
Well,
just couldn't beat
well,
Miami.
I'll tell you
They
what.
just couldn't beat Miami.
I'm going to get this question to
Vogel
Ice,
left,
too.
so did
So,
Hibbert.
Ice, real quick. Hey, professional. So, Ice, talk to me. Best coach in the bubble?
Frank Vogel was a coach of a 7-foot
coach.
dude who got no rebounds an entire game.
Worst
Miss me
coach
with that good shit.
in the bubble.
Best coach in the bubble, I'm going Doc.
Still got the ECF on that.
Worst coach, I've been saying it. Get Brett Brown.
Thank you, Ice. That got to go.
Brett Brown gotta go, man.
I'm not mad at y'all saying Brent got to go. Everybody screaming Brent got to go. I just want to know, how does Brett Brown make Ben Simmons shoot?
Ben Simmons ain't there.
So how does Brett Brown make T.J. McConnell a shooter?
T.J. McConnell ain't there.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not playing for the Pacers.
So who's y'all point guard then?
Shaq Milton. Brett Brown put him in the starting lineup.
Shake Milton.
But he released Trey Burke. But they released Trey Burke.
Hold on. Again, I didn't release anything. Elton Brand released.
Man, he had to say so. He the coach.
Here we go again. I know mad coaches that don't got to say so to players they want to keep and let
Man,
go.
Brett Brown got to say so, man.
Now he got to say, look, now you telling him what he got to say. You think he would have, so Brett Brown been there all these years doing all these bad picks or wrong or confusing ass picks. You think Brett Brown took them confusing ass picks too?
So Courtney, you going to let Ice
You
say
think
who his
Brett Brown
best coach
said,
is?
don't pay Jimmy, hold on. You think Brett Brown said, don't pay Jimmy Butler, pay Tobias Harris all the money.
No, Jimmy Butler didn't want to be there.
No. It was about money as well, brother.
Ice can't tell us who his
It was
best
about
coach
trying to
is?
shortchange.
I said the best coach.
He said the best coach. He said Doc Rivers.
He said Doc Rivers.
He said Doc first.
Hold up, how y'all going? All right,
Doc can't be
I'll
best
answer
coach
this
to me.
later.
I'll
Doc
tell you
can't
this.
be best
Doc
coach.
is not the best.
I'm gonna tell you why Doc not best coach.
He can't be.
Because in Doc, in 10 years, right, since his last title, right, he has one title. He's been in the finals one time.
So Dr. Aaron Rodgers is coaching?
No, but but listen, everybody say best coach.
That's strong.
Right? Everybody
That's
say best
strong.
coach. Originally,
So
he was
is
supposed
this.
to be the next Olympic coach. That didn't happen. Best coach in the league. He had the Chris Paul and them running all that. It's over well over 10 years. Him and Nick Nurse, resume-wise, are equals.
Okay.
In 10 years. And matter of fact, we're not even equals. Because in 10 years, I won a G League championship and an NBA championship.
You can't count the G League champion.
Nigga, I've been to more Doc
count the
Rivers.
G
Doc
League
Rivers, you was up
championship.
3-1 and lost.
You
You
can't
are
count
listening
the
to Fresh
G League.
Perspective.
I'm just telling you what he's done
We
in
do
10
not
years.
condone the use
All right, watch
of
this.
any
Watch this,
slurs
watch this, watch this.
whatsoever.
Man,
Watch
just
it.
said the G
Watch this.
League.
Watch
though.
this. Watch.
Did you just say the G League championship?
I'm being
Come
funny.
on,
Hold on.
That was it, man.
Hold on. First of all, y'all, I'm being funny. I could go to in 10 years. Do Doc Rivers been in the finals? Name them. How many times?
Twice.
How? How many times he was in the finals
He
in the last
won
2
one,
years?
he lost one.
Lost one.
What year they lost?
He lost
The
to the
year right at Lakers.
They went back to back.
That's not 2010.
That
What year they won?
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
yeah, I think pull it up. I'm not 100%, so don't count me on that.
I'm not. I thought that was 2010. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 2011.
They didn't go back to back. They went, then they got injured,
And then they went
again.
right.
Yeah.
They didn't go back to back, right?
No,
They went back to back.
They went back to back finals.
They went back to back.
Yeah, they went back to back finals. Yes, they did.
No,
they
they
played
did.
Lakers back to back. Yes, we
Orlando
tripping.
went the year they was injured. Remember?
No, Orlando went first. Orlando was first, bro.
No, Boston went. Orlando went. Then Boston went again. I'm telling you.
Nah, I think Kobe got that first one on Orlando.
And just, hey, everybody, you all watching Fresh Perspective Sports.
I'm sorry,
Thank you
I might be
for everybody
wrong.
that's
They
chiming
won.
in.
They won it.
Boston went back to back, right?
Boston won in
Everybody
2008.
that's
They went
chiming
back
in.
to back finals.
Boston
right?
won in 2008.
Yes, 2009. They lost to Orlando in the semifinals. I just told y'all that.
Okay.
2010, they lost to the Lakers in the finals. Yeah.
So back in 10 years, since
Still went.
2010, he was there in 10 years. He ain't been twice. In 10 years, he been once.
Aaron
he
Rodgers.
got an L.
Aaron Rodgers of coaching.
Nick Nurse got one. He won in 09-08.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers of coaching.
He's had all-stars. He's had superstars. He's had transcending players. He's had everything you can name. He's had multiple owners.
Yeah,
he has
Doc can't
multiple
be number
GMs. He's had power to pick. He's given the power to pick.
And one of
He
his
don't got to win.
one of his star players got hurt
Here we
in the
go again.
playoffs.
He went from no power to picking the players to the issue with his son, picking his son to you don't have any more power. Now you're just a coach again.
Oh, Dallas coach the same as Doc. You gonna knock him too?
Who, Rick Carlisle?
Yeah.
How?
What you mean how?
How?
He been coaching.
Carlisle ain't never had all the shit Doc had.
Yeah,
What you mean?
dirt.
He had dirt. Man.
What you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all crazy.
The best Florida player ever.
Dirt better than anybody. Dirt better than
Hey, Stanfield, how the comments looking, man?
He had Dirk. He had J. Kidd.
Hey, real quick, can you read some of the comments?
Yeah, man. Let's
Hey, let D read some of the
Let's jump
comments
into
real
the
quick.
comments. A lot of these, listen, we appreciate you listening to Fresh Perspective Sports, where it's getting extremely hot. Let's go. Darian Burke says.
Oh, shout out to 6ix9ine.
Darian Burke says Brett Brown is hot garbage.
We all know that.
Yeah, nobody defending him. I'm just telling you. Y'all act like the
Then
team's
Darian
gonna do
Burke
better.
said, so this is what I was saying. Darian Burke said that Mike Malone is one of the best coaches in the
One of. He ain't V.
He ain't
He
B.
one of the best coaches.
But I feel like he's often overlooked. And what
He should be.
how? You know what?
Success.
I'm not opening up that can of worms.
Sprinkles are for winner.
He got Sacramento where, and then they fired him.
He got Sacramento. Where they got?
He had Sacramento.
They was in the
2 games
playoffs?
out the playoffs.
Where they
Bro,
in?
That scrub.
Yo,
Anyway.
close only
Hey,
count on horseshoes and
Buck
grenades.
Flair
They
just
ain't close.
commented.
They ain't
Hey,
been close.
D.
They turn around and Bill Belichicked him. So get the hell up out my face with
All
that.
I'm gonna
Hey,
tell
D,
you
what
is
did Buck Flair say?
close only counts in horseshoes
I'm
and
not
grenades.
even acknowledging Buck Flair, man.
Shout out to Buck Flair.
I'm reclaiming my time
Hey,
from Buck Flair.
Bo, if I came to you and I said I almost did what you paid me for, you gonna feel good?
If it comes to a horseshoe, you will.
Only horseshoes and grenades do close
All
counts.
right, so hold on. So D.
Lies.
D.
If I get 5 numbers on the lotto jackpot and I don't get 6, you still get $1 million.
You ain't get the big
It
jackpot.
don't matter. You get something that you
Sprinkles
ain't
are
had.
for winners.
Listen,
You heard what I said?
Who's your top coach in the bubble, and who's your worst coach?
My top coach was just like Corey said. It was Rick Carlisle.
Okay.
He's done a ton with less.
So he said Nick Nurse. According to Nick Nurse.
Mine is Nick. Mine Nick.
Yeah, mine's is Rick Carlisle because he's done more with less.
So who's the worst?
Brett Brown.
I'm sorry.
I want to say Frank Vogel, but he's not the coach. Jason Kidd is the coach, bro. I don't care what you say. Jason Kidd is the coach, bro. I don't care.
All I know
So
is Brent Brown ain't never played with the 5 Frank Vogel had. He ain't never coached that 5.
Okay.
He coached some great players. He ain't never had the 5 that Frank Vogel
Brent Brown got the best center in basketball on his team.
shout out to Elena Vitamin E Fields.
when he play like it.
Thank you for showing love, Vitamin E.
And you know, some other things happened tonight. The lottery happened tonight. And I know Courtney has been waiting to touch on this subject.
Waiting to be.
So, Courtney, you got to go first on this. Your New York Knicks got the 8th pick. So, just talk to me how you feel about, what happened with the lottery. Talk to me about your Knicks, what you think Minnesota's going to do. The rich get richer. Golden State gets number 2. Charlotte, I tell you, Charlotte Hornets just can't get a break. Mike can never get a number 1 overall pick.
Because when he got one, he picked Kwame Brown. They don't never want to see that again.
Why you got to remind me of what my Wizards did? But anyway,
One
Courtney,
pick, never again.
how did you feel about this lottery, man? Talk to me. Because I know you said this is an extremely deep draft. So I need you to cook right now.
I mean, mathematically, we wasn't going. I didn't think we was getting one. I posted that on Facebook earlier. I thought Charlotte or Detroit was. I was almost close with the Charlotte. Charlotte got 3. That's crazy. 2 years in a row, I picked number 3. Listen, mathematically, we wasn't. Who's the best player in the draft that I wanted for the Knicks is LaMelo Ball. I still want LaMelo Ball, and they should still be trying to figure out how to get that. But this is a very, 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 very deep draft. Like, at that position, at number 8, there's 2 point guards off the top of my head. You could go R.J. Hampton. You could go Kyrie Lewis Jr. right now at 8 and be okay. Like, it's that simple to me. So I don't think, like, a lot of the picks that came out was kind of put people in good position to get what they want. Anthony Edwards should be the number 1 draft pick in the 2020 draft. I think Golden State should
you don't
take
think
James.
LaMelo should be number 1? Or you just
Not
trying
for
to
that
pull
team.
it? You think you just trying to hold
No.
him aside
It's
for the
about
Knicks?
to that team. The best player in the draft to me is LaMelo Ball. But this draft, I'm going to say it again. I bet me and I's been talking about this the whole year. I'm going to say this again live for everybody to understand. This draft is about location, fit. Location, fit. Do GMs, scouts, do these players' personality, they lifestyle, they background, where they've come from, what they've made of, does it fit the city you're trying to get them to?
But I'll ask you this. Is it going to be harder to pick players this time around because we had no tournament?
No.
We had a half a season.
No, because you barely see half the players play anyway. Half of y'all don't see most of these players play in some of these schools anyway. So, no. You're going to do a lot of scouting and reporting. This is what you get paid the big bucks for. You know how many players then came in and got hurt in the beginning of the season, ain't play, you still drafted them number 1? You ain't see nothing out of them.
Shout out to Kyrie.
You ain't see nothing out of them.
What school he went to?
Man, we ain't even going to talk
I'm
about
not saying that.
Man, see,
we know one of them niggas
we
ain't
was
in
doing
the
good.
top pick.
We was doing good.
They ain't even got a number 1 draft pick this year.
Okay.
All right, let's relax.
It's all good.
All right. Is there anybody in the lottery from Duke?
No, we
all
got
right,
somebody in the
so
first
chill
round, though.
Yeah, well.
Okay, and Ice.
So, I mean, lottery cool, but we'll get deep into it. Y'all got to talk.
All right, so Ice, talk to me, man. How did you feel about it? I know you're a Knicks fan also, and you reacted to that number 8 pick. But how do you feel about the lottery, the slotting? Who you think is going to be in that top 3?
In the top 3, Ant-Man, Wiseman, and LaMelo. I think that's going to be the top 3. Ant-Man's
So
gonna go
Charlotte might finally get a transcendent player.
Absolutely, they should. I mean, with they got the number 3 pick. It's like you can't miss. You can't miss with these.
You can.
Michael
Jordan
Kidd
is your,
Gilchrist. Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Man,
What's the other guy with the mustache?
Anthony Bennett.
He didn't take Anthony
He didn't take
Bennett.
No, I'm just saying that was a
Who's
clear
the guy
miss.
with the mustache, man? Adam Morrison.
Adam
Morrison.
Morrison.
yeah.
Kwame
I
Brown.
thought Adam Morrison was going. Never mind. I don't even want to talk about him. But yeah, Ice, talk to me, man.
So
Kwame Brown.
So the Knicks pick, at first I was upset because I wanted at least a top 5 pick because I want at least a chance to get LaMelo. But like Court was saying, we still got a chance to make some moves and draft up. If we do that, sorry Court, but your man Frank gotta go. I've been saying
I ain't
this.
saying what you. I ain't hear you. What you were saying?
I said sorry Court, but if we do make a move, your man Frank gotta go.
Yeah, he probably saw. That's
gotta
gonna hurt
go.
my feelings that he gonna get sold for
he
that.
gotta go.
If it includes LaMelo, I gotta bite the bullet on that. But he probably gonna get sold.
I agree.
If it's involving, he getting sold.
I agree.
I can live with it, though I don't, because I don't see any point guard right now on immediate, like, walk in the league that's like lock up. You feel me? That's can stay in front of somebody that really guards. I'm not saying that they won't develop, but I just don't see any point guard right now that's
It's definitely
locking in like that.
It's definitely development going on in this
Yeah,
draft.
no, it's full development, but you got the talent to develop them. They got
Yeah.
the skill set of different things that if you looking for in your team, you can use. So
A lot of the guards in this draft, they not gonna have to play in the G League. Let's just put it like that.
Right.
They're gonna be in the league the whole year. Like you're not gonna start out develop the kids in the G League like some players have this year
and then
last
come
couple
up.
years.
Now, does the depth of this draft go beyond the lottery?
Fact.
are you gonna be
absolutely.
able to
Fact.
say-
The
it
depth
does.
of this draft go to about the middle of the second round.
It does. The depth is good.
The depth of this draft is middle of second
and
round.
it's
I promise you.
it's all role players. Like it's gonna be a bunch of solid players that have like 8-9 years in the league at least. So
Some Steve Blake action.
yeah.
No, it's gonna be.
I got a question for y'all though.
It's gonna be a lot of
like real
sneaky
talk. And Buck Flair kind of echoed this because I wanted to ask this and I didn't even get a chance to put it on the agenda. But who's getting the New Orleans job now that Alvin Gentry's gone?
No, that is I have no idea.
Because he said Buck Flair was being joking.
Probably homeboy
He
from
said Mark Jackson or Brett Brown. He was joking about that.
probably. I can't remember the dude's name. Cat from the Nets. He probably get that job. The cat from the Nets is a good choice.
What
to
about
look after
Sam,
that
man?
job.
I thought Sam was going to get another job
Sam
after
who?
Toronto.
Sam Mitchell?
Sam Mitchell.
Nah, he too
Sam
old
Bowie?
school.
Nah, Sam Mitchell. How you go from coach of the year to like getting fired and you don't get another chance?
He too old school, man. Them young boys ain't.
How would
ain't
y'all
dealing
feel?
with that.
It's gonna be.
If
It's gonna
the
be a
Lakers
young. It's
didn't
gonna be
make
a
it
young.
to the chip this year, and J Kidd was like, "Yo, either y'all make me the head coach or I'm out for the New Orleans job."
I don't think J Kidd take the New
I think
Orleans
J
job.
Kidd leaving anyway. We'll take him in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago
it'd be a
open
good-
up.
it'd be a
I
good
want
pick
old
for
boy
him in
though. I
Chicago.
want Kenny Atkins though.
I
That's
want.
what I really want.
think
wouldn't
Kenny
mind Kenny Atkins.
I think Kenny Atkins gonna end up with the New Orleans job. It's gonna be somebody young.
Okay.
Yeah, they going.
You got to look at David Griffin's. You got to look at David Griffin's hires.
Yep.
The only major force hire of the Ty Lue, like he
Was
could go
Ty
back
Lue.
to Ty Lue. He could. Him and Ty got a good relationship. He could go back to Ty Lue, but
Ty Lue
that was the
don't wanna
one that
leave Brown.
Braun wanted. Remember, he went and
Yeah,
got.
Ty
Remember,
Lue,
he went and got homie that was coaching the Cavs that one year. They went to the finals and lost.
I mean, the bubble has caused some.
And
strange
he's
things
still
to
around.
happen.
He was just around
At
the Knicks
end of the
organization.
day, Phil Jackson could go back to Chicago.
Phil Jackson is done.
I'm bullshitting.
Phil Jackson's never
Yeah,
leaving the
you-
ranch
you-
again.
I'm bullshitting, bro.
Yeah, you on that? Yeah.
Yeah, he never leaving the ranch
Yeah,
again.
I'm
But
I'm
nah,
smoking the same
it's-
thing that Bo's smoking. Right
Kenny
now. It's
Atkinson
real
is a
strong.
good name, or it'll be young. It'll be somebody younger. Like that's what I got from David Griffin's messages that they want somebody younger. That's it. Basically, they just want a young coach.
All right.
So whoever the young hotshot coach is, who name on the radar and everything, you'll probably see
It's
one of them.
It's one elite defender and point guard in the NBA in this draft.
Who that?
Who?
Trey Jones.
No,
All right.
So
Okay,
so Bo,
okay,
so hold on real quick, Bo.
okay,
Who do you
okay,
like?
Bo.
no.
All right.
Who you think should go top 3?
My bad, Trey.
Oh, I can give you the top
No.
5 picks. If nobody
Nikolai.
get traded, I can give you the top 5 picks.
All right, give me top 5.
I got Anthony Edwards going number 1.
Okay.
Wiseman to go number 2.
Okay.
Michael Jordan, you get your star. Melo Ball go number 3.
Okay.
Number 4, we're going to take that kid. My boy's going to take that kid from overseas. What's his name? Vito?
Denny
Avila?
Avila.
And number 5, Cleveland going to take a Kevin Love replacement. Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin.
I think that'll be the top 5 pick.
Obi Toppin with Colin Sexton and Darius Garland ain't bad.
That's not bad at all.
I think if they don't if Cleveland don't take Obi Toppin, they'll take the kid from. They'll take the kid. If they don't take Obi Toppin, they'll take the kid from Auburn, who I don't think is that. Unlike like everybody said, what Ice and Courtney said, I think Melo Ball is the best player in this draft. I've been saying that for the longest. If Golden State Warriors, you should take Melo Ball. I don't think they will, but they should take Melo Ball. But unlike what Courtney said, I don't think this draft deep. I don't. He think it is. I just don't think it's deep. I ain't that many great players to me. If you
no, it's not great players. It's not 2003.
It's deep as far as what is needed versus what's available.
When I say deep, let me be specific about when I say deep and what I mean, right? When I say deep is right now the Philadelphia 76ers probably got a 26, 25 and down pick, like 26, 25, 27, right? Mm-hmm. They can get a point guard that can help them at 25, 26 without having to move.
Cole Anthony, if he there.
No, but not even. Let's say all of those higher guards. Cassius Winston will be down there. Cassius Winston is a good 4-year solid guard who can shoot, defend, and do what you got to do. Grant Riller will be down there. A solid scoring guard who can move the ball, score, doesn't need you to create.
I don't think Cassius Winston's going
catch and shoot. No, but listen to what I'm saying.
He just said it can go into the middle of the second round.
27.
That's what you're saying.
27. If you caught him at 30, let's say Cassius Winston at 30, and he go to Philadelphia as a point. That is a hell of a bona fide starting point to get at year 4 to run with.
And he might play well enough to be like this. He's the steal of the draft.
No, he'll play well enough with Ben and Joel and Tobias. He just got to run point. He ain't got to do much. Knock your open shots down. Move the ball. He gonna look like Kyle Lowry.
He's smart as hell.
It'll be like it'll be like putting Kyle Lowry on the Philadelphia 76ers.
And if you're looking for a knockdown shooter, you better get my youngin' Jordan Noah.
He'll be at the bottom of the draft. A small forward. I'm just saying, whatever position, name a team that needs something, and you can name a player or two to go. Well, he could develop him. You could get him. You could. That's what I mean when I say deep. It's a lot of people in this draft that. They just got to. The scouts got to do their homework.
Phoenix,
pay attention.
Phoenix at 10, go get Cole Anthony. I'm telling you.
Phoenix is somebody who could get whatever they want, though, Bo.
At 10, Phoenix.
They could get whatever they want, though, Bo.
He don't got this. He don't got to start right now.
Watch it. They could get Tyrese Maxey.
Yep.
He's a 2 though, right?
They call him a tweener.
Yeah, I get it.
But I'm just going off how deep. We didn't even talk about Tyrese Maxey, and he could be the best. Possible 2 in the draft. He could be a possibly best player in the draft. Not saying he is. I'm just saying he has the talent ability to be one of the best. Devin Vesely from Florida State, 2-way hooper. Like it's that's what I mean when I say it's deep. It's a lot of bodies in this draft. You need a shooter. You could get a shooter at the bottom. What team needs shooter? Like they don't have any.
Who's the best shooter in the draft? Melo.
That's a good question. Nah, it ain't LaMelo.
Hell no.
Okay.
Jordan.
Devin Vesely shoot better than Melo.
Jordan a way better shooter than.
Yeah, he ain't best shooter, and I like Melo. He ain't best shooter in the draft. That's crazy talk.
He might be the most. He might be the most talented scorer in the draft, but not the best shooter.
Okay, maybe, but it's some talented score. R.J. Hampton.
Hampton is.
Don't look at R.J. Hampton like R.J. Hampton ain't good. R.J. Hampton
like
just
we
went
were saying
overseas.
In private.
Like we were saying really in private, good.
People are overlooking him because he was injured half the time he was over there. They don't really know what his wealth of his skill set is.
R.J. Hampton is not Dante Exum, y'all. He ain't from overseas. He's a Dallas. Y'all better go do y'all. They're from Dallas. Like y'all better go do y'all homework on Dallas guards and how they come up around. Like do y'all homework. R.J. Hampton is not just to be swept up under the rug. Y'all just didn't see him.
He was tough too. Before he went across, tough, bro.
I don't know what everybody acting like he not tough. It's a lot of people.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the hamstring,
Bo, who you outside of Denny? Let's say Denny not around. Give me somebody.
They gonna sit you out.
Who?
And rightfully so. He's getting ready for the draft.
They lottery pick.
You got the meniscus, and then right behind that, hammy.
This is what I was talking about.
You gotta sit.
Killing Hayes, right? Killing Hayes is an overseas point guard that's solid. He can be a starting point guard. Like I said, he won't be D-League. The cat that Bo was talking about from USC. You didn't get the cat from Maryland. which is Isaac Okoro is in this same thing. Precious is in this draft. Precious is going to go somewhere and be solid.
Yep.
If y'all think he not, pay attention. Cole Anthony, Jamarius Ramsey.
And you better watch out for Popovich selecting Precious. Because it
could
be a problem.
And try to turn him into his next Kawhi.
Yep.
You got like Vernon Carey from Duke. I'm not a
What
Duke
you think
fan.
What you think about Arizona point guard?
Nico Manning?
Yeah.
I think they gassing him.
He a bum.
I think I think they gassing him. He gonna have to show me. I think they gassing him.
Overrated.
He overrated.
I
I didn't call you a bum. He called you a bum
I
and
called
overrated.
him a bum.
I just said they gassing him.
Hey, y'all know where I've been at. I saw him up close. He not great.
He's a
He
bum.
not it.
I ain't seen
I
him.
saw him up close.
Hey,
He ain't.
I ain't say all of this. You heard Nico? I ain't the one.
I ain't call him a
And once
bum,
again,
but
guys,
he
you are
ain't it.
listening
Kyra
to Fresh
Lewis.
Perspective Sports.
Hold on. One more. Jaden McDaniel.
Jaden.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tough.
A lot of people running around this draft, they not paying. Jaden McDaniels at
Jaden
6'10".
is tough.
Right now, he just frail, y'all. His body light. He just frail.
Tough.
When he gonna look like Brandon Ingram. And they already got a little bit of a better jump shot in form than Brandon Ingram. They're not going to have to develop. They're going to have to make him stronger. And, you know, my overseas kid, Yan Marta, is listen, man.
And
As
long as they make him naturally stronger and not weight stronger,
yeah,
he going to kill.
He going to kill.
He gonna
But my
kill.
boy, yeah, Marta, nice overseas. Y'all not paying attention to him. My boy go to the Army in the morning and then go work out. I'm telling y'all, that's Euro Kyrie right there, man. Pay attention. Stay focused on it, I promise you. Yeah, I mean, Irv. Hold on, Irv. You asking everybody questions. What's up with your Wizards? What they going to do?
Once again, you are watching Fresh Perspective Sports, and we talking about the NBA bubble. We giving a lot of energy to this bubble
Bro,
right now.
you called and checked on Ben Simmons
It's
yet?
definitely what's going on. Hey D, could you check on the comments, man? Is there anybody in the comments?
Nah,
talking?
man. The only person that's spewing out foolishness is Buck Flair, and I told you I wasn't following that dude.
They want to
we
know
moving
what
on, man.
Washington is going to do. Before we move on, I need to
Shout
know
out to
what
Buck Flair.
Washington go. What do you want? You got a point guard, you got a shooting guard, and you just drafted a 4, which he might be great because I think that boy is really, really good.
All right, let me
We
jump.
need
Let me
a
jump in this.
five.
Hold on,
I
let
really
me-
wanted
let me-
both.
They
Like,
need
we
both.
a
Hey,
five.
let me jump in this record because
Boogie.
Buck is going off. He said I bet
Cousin?
Jason
Boogie.
Kidd
Cousin?
gets the
Cousins?
yo.
Yeah.
Buck Flair said I bet Jason Kidd gets the Pelicans job if LeBron let him go. Then he said Celtics probably moving up because they might have 3 first-round picks. Then he said Celtics need a big man. Then he said if Embiid was with the Celtics, it would be over.
Celtics could get a big man.
Sound
'cause
like Buck Flair, Celtics fan.
Jalen Smith from Maryland, the University of Maryland, is a big man that the Boston Celtics could get, and they don't got to move, and they don't got to waste no capital.
All fake politicians are
Celtics need to be
fans
trying to
of
get
Boston.
USC center. That's what they need to be trying to get.
I'm telling you.
If they moving up,
right
the
now,
USC center is available as well. You right, bro?
I'm telling you right now.
What's up?
Washington needs to go after Boogie.
We need a 5 bad.
But does Boogie want to be in Washington?
Yes.
Boogie
wanna be anywhere.
I know this for a fact.
Okay.
That it was discussions a few seasons ago.
I'm good.
because he got a relationship with John Wall.
but they was
We
late
don't-
on that. They should have did that before he even made it to
should've
New
been did it.
Orleans. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have made it to New
Hey,
Orleans. He was
he
supposed to
should-
go from Sacramento
I,
straight to
I
Washington.
already know what you're talking about. I'm just saying, is that even still because of the beef between the other two? Is that still like a talk, or is Boogie just waiting for his boy to get up out of there so he can figure out where he really want to be?
I mean, are you going to drop some
I'm
names?
not. No. Listen, you know what I'm talking about.
Boogie, I think Boogie need to go to Washington, man.
Washington should have used one of they franchise players as trade bait when they had the opportunity, so that they could get Boogie.
Why? So he could have been hurt on our watch.
Who's the small forward for these?
Boogie
Washington
hurt. Boogie ain't. He was supposed to be on the Lakers,
Wizards.
right? What is he doing?
We don't have one.
Yo,
They don't got one, Bo?
let me ask you a question, and just out of curiosity, because I know you're a Baltimore guy. You follow trash, so I'm gonna give you trash. What is the
That is so
difference?
disrespectful.
It is
So disrespectful.
purpose.
I ain't pay that no mind.
Yeah, you could beat Jay-Z and pay me no mind, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. Let me ask you this question:
Shout
What
out
is
to
the
Buffalo.
difference between
Yo, in the hood, you be like, yo, you want to
Yo,
fight?
don't Griselda me, bro, because I called it.
Shout out to Buffalo.
Yo, real talk. What's the difference between having a hurt Boogie there right now and where y'all at? Because it looks like at the end of the day,
Got a
y'all
point there.
still gonna be home.
But
But at
a
least,
hurt Boogie can't help us at all.
bro, if Boogie's on the roster, I guarantee you sell more tickets.
All right,
than
so
the
here we
other
go.
guy.
Y'all need a center and y'all need a small forward, basically, like Ice was saying. So right now off the top, just looking clean at it. Y'all can shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, and think y'all gonna run like Pop Smoke out here.
Thank you.
Or y'all can, or y'all can do with both. With I said, y'all could go get Boogie at the 5 to clean up y'all center issues.
But they got to get somebody out of there.
Hold on, I got you. No, you don't.
They do.
I mean, listen.
What do you gotta get out of here?
Say it.
Brad Bill got to go.
No, they don't.
No.
Listen. Let me help you.
No,
let me help you
that's
understand.
not gonna happen.
Let me help you understand.
No.
It's not. Let me help you understand this. Look.
That's not gonna happen.
Listen. I'm gonna do this for the Wizards fan because my man Irv right here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him a quick one. It's gonna be really quickly, and I'm gonna help the Washington Wizards live for everybody. All right, this is real quick. Dame, CJ, Jamal. What's this? What's the other one next to Jamal Murray? He hurt.
Joker?
No,
Gary
Harris, Jamal Murray. All these groupings, everybody always go, yo, one of the guards got to go. Washington was the first guard like this that everybody was saying this to. John Wall has been hurt for 18 months. Bradley Beal has seen what it is to play by himself and have to try to do this. As well as John learned how this go. They grown men. Let two grown. What they need to do is go in a room, fight, and get it over with, bro. Throw hands, hug it out, and move forward. Because neither one of y'all going to be successful
What you think,
separate of going to another superstar
What you think John Wall's setback was about?
Listen, but let me help you understand something.
Are you
right
about
now,
to drop something?
Hold on, I got you. Because Washington would be only fools like the Sixers would be. Washington would be fools to get rid of a top 5 point guard, a top 5 shooting guard, have a nice rookie 4 coming in, have the ability to sign Boogie, who is a solid 5, and if healthy, he's a top 5, and they got a chance to get their 3 right now. Devin Vesely will fit in with them and play 3 and D without a shadow of a doubt with that crew right now.
But this is the crazy thing.
And it's they could go Precious. They could go multiple.
Hold on,
ways.
was
they
they trying to drop
hold
something?
on.
In the mock draft,
They did the same thing.
Nesmith
They
from
did the same thing.
Aaron Nesmith.
They did the same thing to CJ.
Nah, he's a shooter.
To CJ and Dame. Them boys really get along. Like
they
they
do get
really
along.
They really love each other.
Yeah, they
Who,
get
Dame
along.
and CJ?
No. Brad Bill and John Wall get along.
Like,
I'm talking about using Brad Bill not because they don't get along.
why would you trade him for Boogie?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I was saying use Brad Bill to get the pieces so when Boogie gets there, to get extra pieces. So when Boogie gets there, it actually
they get along. They friends. I believe they had friction before. I believe Brad Bill was there at one
they
point.
probably had
and he was
friction.
looking at John Wall and going, yo, bro, all you do is pick and roll to get your assist and go crazy, bro. I want to shoot. You know I'm good, too. Yo, you know I'm really, really good, homeboy. I get it. Like, people grow up like they're growing together. They brothers. But if Washington, the boy Irv been hurt for years. I don't have no confidence in y'all. But he loves y'all. Y'all had a chance with Agent Zero and all that. If y'all get rid of any one of them, it's going to be downhill. And John Wall going to have a hell of a season.
They need to get rid of their coach.
If John Wall come back in the bubble, John Wall going to mess around and be in the MVP category.
You know, that was our attempt to try and get Kevin Durant to come home.
What?
It's like
Oh, yeah,
LeBron
What was in
came
the
home.
team? What was in the
Kevin Durant didn't want to. Scott Brooks.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant didn't want to come home.
Kevin Durant don't even got a house there.
If we'd have got Kevin Durant, oh Lord,
Y'all wasn't.
oh,
Kevin worked hard to get out of Washington, but he ain't going back.
I don't even want to talk.
He ain't
about
going
it,
back.
bro. I don't even
He
wanna
love
talk
it. He
about
love his county, but he ain't going back.
We got 15 minutes left. Let's get it.
Move it. Let's go.
Hey, so real quick, man, we spent a lot of time on the NBA. I just want to bring up the NFL real quick. We got training camp going on. We got some receivers that haven't been in the league for the past year that are trying to get back in. This question is going to be for the professional. Out of Dez Bryant, AB, Josh Gordon. Now, Dez Bryant just left Baltimore without a contract. Out of those 3, who do you think is getting signed first?
Josh Gordon. It's not even.
That's a dark horse because he hasn't been on anybody's field yet, or
it's one thing like to. So with Dez Bryant, he's unproven on what he's capable of. With AB, he's unproven on whether he can be sane for an entire season. With Josh Gordon, you have a team that's already said if he gets reinstated, we want to sign him immediately. Seattle said they're on the record. They said this in a news conference. If he gets reinstated, he was so good here when he was here, we want to sign him immediately. I am of the mindset, based off of the new rules that have been implemented over the offseason, that they won't be testing for marijuana. They're going away from that suspension crap. Josh Gordon's going to be the first one to get signed. If he doesn't get signed first, it'll be because they're prolonging the process on the logistics behind their operational procedures, in which case, then it'll be Des Bryant. AB will definitely be last to be signed.
Interesting. Bo 2.0. Who's getting signed first? Dez, AB, or Josh Gordon?
I mean, it might be Josh Gordon, but I would sign AB before all of them because he's the only Hall of Famer out of all three on right now. Dez might get it. I mean, he's the best. When AB left, he was top 5 receiver.
AB a Hall of Famer right now?
Yes. He don't have to put again. He don't have to put another down football. He should be first ballot. He might not go first ballot.
He's not going first ballot. He's a wide receiver.
He's not going first ballot.
Okay.
He's a wide receiver, and he's got the
off the field stuff.
The prima donna stuff.
You're right. So that's the only reason why he won't go first.
If T.O. had to wait, AB.
I get what you're saying, but AB been one of the best receivers in the last decade. Am I lying?
No. Can I echo the entire panel to say it's not about the talent?
No, it's not.
Anybody disagree with that?
He's going to be suspended the first 8 games, right? So
yeah,
Seattle. Russell Wilson also said he wanted him too.
It's crazy that he's suspended 8 games for
something he never even got convicted of.
Be careful.
He didn't even get convicted of it.
He's suspended 8 games.
You cannot embarrass the Shield. You cannot embarrass.
Well, we know why he's
suspended.
We know
he's doing.
You cannot.
He got suspended
embarrass the Shield.
He got suspended for what he did in Oakland. It ain't got nothing to do with they say he's suspended for.
Yeah,
let's be real. That's what he got suspended for. We all know that. But I mean, Baltimore or Seattle. I mean, I'm looking at y'all 2 teams to sign him.
To sign AB?
Yeah. Russell Wilson said he want him.
Yeah, I'm with that. But
they need him.
Yeah, they do.
They need him.
You taking Tampa Bay all the way out the equation?
I don't think Tampa Bay using 2 tight ends. So and they got their 2 receivers.
And you taking Minnesota out of the equation, even though they expressed interest too?
I don't think they're signed.
They just lost Stephen Diggs.
Go to Minnesota.
He won't go to Minnesota.
He won't
want to put him on Kirk Cousins.
Nah, he
don't want to do that.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Y'all forgot where AB went to college?
I don't give a damn where he went to college. Well, he need to go back to Pittsburgh, but that ain't gonna happen either.
That ain't gonna happen.
Should never left.
Y'all forgot he played in the MAC? Yep.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
What that mean?
He ain't been back to Minnesota since.
What that mean?
to a away game. That's the last time he been back to Minnesota.
And you know this better than anybody. When people trying to get back to their original self, they go back home.
His home is in Miami, Florida.
He tried that, and you see what it got him. I'm talking about home where it started, where he went to Central Michigan.
He need to go play.
That's not Minnesota.
He need to go play with.
Coach is in Minnesota.
He need to go play with the boys he been working out with. His cousin Hollywood Brown and Lamar Jackson. He been working out with them all summer. He need to go play with them.
He been working out with Russell too.
Okay.
Yeah, but Russ been his man since he got into it with Big Ben.
Okay. So Ice, I'm gonna give this one to you too, man. Who you got? AB, Dez, or Josh Gordon? Who's getting signed first?
To be honest, I really don't care about them 3. But if I had to pick,
would you sign T.O. over all of them right now since he's running the 4-4?
No. T.O. would be.
I guess you got your answer, Buck Flair.
AB. I'm gonna go AB. AB is clearly the best out of them 3. NFL teams are always picking up suspended players. It's 8 games. Can he appeal it? Do y'all know if he can appeal it to get?
I think you can appeal anything, but
he can appeal. But I think he can.
But I think because your record, your historical record is what gives you the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think he got any leeway there.
So yeah, he can miss a half a season, and be phenomenal for Lamar.
The sad thing is not only is he one of the most talented, he's one of the most intelligent as far as grasping playbooks.
I'm going to tell you who else can use AB. Hold up before. I mean, not to cut you off, but the 49ers can use a number 1 receiver.
They just – all right.
Who they get?
They just picked up 2 different receivers.
AB the best receiver out of all of them, y'all. Y'all tripping.
Talented.
AB the best receiver out of everybody in that crew. Not AB.
Who you picking?
Anybody but AB.
Who you picking?
It don't matter.
Josh Gordon.
That was a good sign before both of them.
And I know
Josh Gordon got a drug problem, and they're gonna hold that for a second. For a second, relax, just for a second.
You just smoke weed, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Listen.
If the league gets the logistics together.
No, for real, they're gonna get the logistics. They're still gonna hold it against him. They always get the first pothead or the first drug addict. They always get the first worse than they get anybody else. So he's gonna be held back because of that period.
All right.
AB, they just gonna do AB dirty because they've been doing AB dirty. They don't really care.
So AB did AB dirty.
AB didn't do nothing technically. Speaking.
Somebody just said Dame is injured.
Oh, well, let's go Portland.
Yikes.
And once again, you are listening to Fresh Perspective. We are coming close to the end of the show, but before we get to our final perspective, just real quick, D, this one's for you also. I want us to jump over to college football real quick in the Big Ten. Your boy Lane Kiffin, who loves to play the villain, basically was like, hey, if the Big Ten or some of these power conferences are not going to play football, the players should be able to transfer to other conferences and other teams that are currently playing. I know something like that's not going to happen. But just how do you feel about, just talk to me about college football in general and everything that's going on. You got some conferences not playing, some conferences playing. It really seems like it's a big mess. Make sense of this for me, please.
Back me up on this. I'm not talking about this.
Man, who cares? I mean,
I'm not talking about this. They shouldn't be playing.
We all said that none of them shouldn't be playing anyway, but I think the NCAA gave them an extra year eligibility.
But you okay with the NFL playing?
I mean,
they getting paid to play.
They getting paid to play.
They making life. They making life decisions based on finances.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Every collegiate athlete by the NCAA commissioner has been given an extra year of eligibility. You have no reason. If you feel like your life is in danger, or if you feel like your health is in danger, you have no reason to set foot on that field or that basketball court or whatever. So if you make that decision, that's on you. I could care less.
I started ignoring after a certain part of that, so I need to know exactly what was the question one more time.
How do we feel about Lane Kiffin's comments, and what do we feel about the entire landscape?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't hear anything Lane Kiffin said. What did he say?
I didn't hear nothing.
He
said if your school has opted out of playing in the 2020 season, 2021 season, you should be able to transfer to any school you feel like it without restriction from the NCAA.
Lane Kiffin said if you don't want a producer all in the videos,
I agree,
all on the track, come over to Death Row. That's what Lane Kiffin said.
I agree with Lane Kiffin. Anything wrong with that? Anybody against that?
Chaos.
I don't disagree with what Lane Kiffin said.
Right.
I disagree with who it came from.
Why?
Because he's a piece of shit.
What that got to do with me telling the truth?
I'm not saying it does. He's a piece of shit.
What makes him anything worse than...
He's a piece of shit.
Hey, man.
Shout out to the FCC.
Listen, let me tell you something. No matter what you is, the man was right. If you canceling these players' season and you're opting out, they should have a right to go where they want to go.
I don't disagree with that statement because you're already making the decision to go out there, despite the fact that you have all the flexibility that you want, right? So that's on you. But if Lane Kiffin says anything to me that seems to be of substance, I'm dismissing it immediately because of who it's coming from. I give credit to the source, and that source is a piece of shit, so I dismiss it.
All right, guys, and look.
I don't know what you did to D Lane, but he don't like you, clear.
Hold on, Court.
I ain't got no problem with you, Lane.
Last time I checked, Lane was an OC at Alabama, right?
Real quick, guys. Fact. We actually coming up to the end of the show, guys. Thank you for everybody that's still sticking around with us.
Hey, Lane, you good with me, bro?
Everybody that's commented so far. We coming to our final perspective. Actually, Bo. You going last
I hope
today.
Lane catch gonorrhea from a chimpanzee.
Bo going last today. So,
hey, just for news.
Hold on.
Just for news sake.
Real quick.
These are his own feelings, Lane. I don't feel no way, yo.
Man, we ain't got no smoke with you, Lane.
Yeah, I ain't got no smoke with you, Lane. There's one man that got the smoke.
All right. Since you got the smoke with Lane.
Matt Barnes type.
I want you to start.
I'm a Derek Fisher, yo ass, if you come around here.
All right, what's your final perspective? And Derek Fisher caught the hands. So what's your final perspective?
Exactly. Like I don't need. It's metaphorical, bro.
Hey, Lane, he speak for himself, not as a group, an entity, or a crew, or establishment.
Matter of fact, let me make it clear for you. Let me focus the camera on me and only me.
There you
All right,
go.
go final
Lane
perspective.
Kiffin,
Let's
you're a
go.
piece
There
of
you
shit.
go.
You've always been a piece of shit, and the only thing you'll ever be is a piece of shit.
Don
The
DeMarco.
only reason you're still even in the conversation is because you are a genius as an offensive mind. That is it.
Wait, you can't call me a piece of shit and a genius. Hey, man.
Can't you let him cook?
All right, forget it. My
This
bad.
is his final perspective,
My bad,
guys.
bro.
Let him do his thing. Proceed, Mr. Professional.
No, I find that to be blatant. Let me go back to the because I produced this, right. Last time I checked, Courtney not 2 weeks ago called Larry Brown a piece of shit, but said he's a hell of a coach.
I said good.
No,
Hell of a.
No, you said hella.
Hella is a lot.
It's
Oh
documented.
well, hella was bad. I might have been under the influence.
You
brother.
might have been smoking
He's
the
a
strong
good
stuff.
And maybe it's very possible. He's a good coach.
Is this
Hell of a
audio
coach.
final
Going back
perspective,
to
sir?
going back to my
Gotcha.
final
Thank you.
comment. Lane Kiffin, I didn't even want my final comment to be focused on this guy. I can't even believe you asked me this bull crap. He's a piece of shit. Always gonna be a piece of shit. But he's an extraordinary offensive coordinator. He does not belong in the head coaching ranks. Period. Because you can't trust the guy. Period. He's 2 for 2 in lack of trustworthiness. Facts.
That's 500.
So that being said, man, I think Courtney was on to something when he was talking about there's no problem with what Lane Kiffin said, the substance behind it. I'm just gonna go back to what we've been saying all year, and I know it might be overkill, but and I'm wearing my HBCU stuff on purpose. South Carolina State. Shout out to the Bulldogs. Shout out to my boy Ice with Livingstone. Shout out to Chris Paul for repping hard, and the rest of the NBA players for going hard for the HBCUs. I hope that this energy continues. The energy needs to continue both on and off the court. Everything all the energy that we give into the social justice platform, when COVID goes away, make sure that you keep this same energy, and make sure when these voting booths come around, y'all keep that same energy. And that's all I got.
All right, cool. I'm going to kind of go on a roll. Hold on, Court. I'm going to go with Ice. Ice, talk to me, man. What's your final perspective tonight?
My final perspective is there's been some stuff that happened in my city in Buffalo. First, my aunt passed away. I just went home for her funeral.
Sorry to hear that.
Then my best friend's cousin passed away. Like, these are just untimely deaths. And then yesterday, we lost a legend.
DJ Shea, shout out to DJ Shea.
DJ Shea, man, if you're from Buffalo, or if you've been following Griselda and BSF, like, that's why I wore my hat today. In honor of DJ Shea. You're a legend. We gonna miss you. You know, like, you are what that Buffalo sound is because of him. What y'all hearing now with Griselda and Benny and Conway and Wes, that's all DJ Shea.
Wow.
And I salute you. You know, you gonna be missed. You know, and it's serious because he passed from COVID. So,
Wow.
you know, and we got to take this stuff serious. You know, his job was to travel. You know, he had to go, New York, Miami, just because of his job. You know, and every time I saw him, he had a mask on. But sometimes, you just gotta stay home. You know, like, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. That's a tough blow for our city. So, we all just gotta pick each other up through these times and, rest up.
Life decisions, man.
All right, cool. And so, Mr. Young and
What's sad
talented.
about that, and I'm going to
yeah.
cut you off, Eric, but what's sad about that is, and where we from, Court, and you the same way, and Bo, I know you, actually where we all from, Baltimore, Philly, even though you grew up in Atlanta, Court from New York and L.A., me and Ice from Buffalo, where we grow up, a lot of times we don't have a choice. A lot of times when you got people depending on you, you don't feel like there's a choice in the matter. Let's be clear. So I think and I know I gave my final perspective on this, and I knew Ice was going to give a shout out to DJ Shea, and he knew DJ Shea personally. I did not, so I don't ever want to be fake on these airways. But let's be clear. sometimes I feel like we take for granted the sacrifices that other people put on the line to make sure that we are good. And when I say we, I mean family members, loved ones, and even the most simplistic of people, to your grocery store frontline workers, your firefighters, your police officers, and things of that nature. Don't take that stuff for granted because they're here today, but they could be gone tomorrow. So thank you for that, Ice.
One thing about Shea, he put so many people in position to be successful, and he's like within the last couple of years, he's finally got his flowers. But he's been around forever, like since we was kids. He mentored my nephew, who's a great DJ right now. Like he just paved the way for so many people, and that's why it's just such a huge blow, just for our city. So, like I said, man, rest up, DJ Shea.
Okay, and so we'll go to the young and talented Mr. Courtney Chappelle, man. What's your final perspective?
I had a whole nother take, but as we're on live right now, as we're talking about horrible coaches or regular coaches, one coach had the nerve to jump out the window today. And basically on the broadcast today, there was a discussion between Mark Jackson and I believe Jeff Van Gundy about Carmelo Anthony. It was mentioned about he's playing better defense these days than ever before, et cetera, et cetera. They basically were going back and forth about that. Jeff blamed him just, having a new role and being recommitted to doing so. Mark Jackson said that Melo didn't have a defensive problem. It was just about getting him there, and it should be a shared responsibility between whoever allowed him not to display his defensive abilities.
That's man.
Not that it's anybody is mutual accountability. He said it should be a shared responsibility.
Wow.
Of anybody that allowed him to play the defense that he played when he has the ability to play more. George Karl took it as a shot because Mark Jackson didn't maybe they did and I didn't hear, but he took a shot and said, I heard Mark Jackson is taking shots at my defensive coaching during tonight's broadcast. Remind me, how many all-star teams did you coach? Mark, how many defensive players of the year? How many finals appearances? How many of your teams became dynasty? How many of my team became dynasties after I left? Ooh. Right after I left. Now, here's the problem I have with someone like George Karl, because you'll say that, but you didn't win, sir. You saying you made a finals appearance, sprinkles are for winners. This is the problem. The culture has allowed people, we'll treat our players wrong, we'll treat our coaches, our GMs, we'll come at them, and we don't never come at y'all. We have allowed people, the only thing you good at is being Dean Smith's young boy. That's it. You took Sean Kemp and Gary Payton and them, you lost. You didn't win. You didn't carry the Ray Allen, Big Dog, Sam Cassell team. No, you didn't win it with them.
Is this the same George Karl that had the best record in the league and got swept in the first round?
Chill. Don't worry about that dude.
I'm just asking.
Don't worry about that dude. You also had a young Carmelo Anthony. Everybody gave you excuses. So in your career, we just doing it. You had GP, you had Sean Kemp, you had Big Dog, you had Sam Cassell, you had Ray Allen, you had Carmelo Anthony, you had J.R. Smith, you had Kenyon Martin, you had Allen Iverson. You have 0 titles. You talking about defensive player of the year? You don't play defense? Your scheme didn't do that. Gary Payton was going to play defense whether you was there or not, bro.
Your best players don't even respect you. Your best players in history.
You didn't make Ray Allen's jump shot good. You didn't put him in position to hit good jump shots.
Kmart hates George.
You didn't make Carmelo Anthony the top 15 scorer of his life.
Last time I checked,
why you keep acting like you made these dudes MVPs? Like you created guys that weren't superstars. George Karl, please get off that high horse and off that dope you smoking. The league, alright? Them dudes in them offices, they respect all that shit. We respect wins out here, you heard? Sprinkles are for winners. You ain't Pop.
Last time I checked,
you ain't Larry Brown. Larry Brown got a ring.
George Karl,
humble thyself, young man.
George Karl is the Tekashi 6ix9ine of coaching, ain't
man. Him
and Phil Jackson, been on record snitching on their books, right? Yo, And when we went into the and no disrespect, because I know the man went through cancer. I can't remember what type of cancer, but the last time I checked, you had a partner living in the house with you, right?
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
And then you got the nerve to question Kenyon Martin about his dad. Your best players don't respect you. They don't even mention you.
I'm just talking about how you responded to Mark Jackson. All I'm talking about is how you responded to Mark Jackson. You do a lot of chit chat and a lot of talk. There's a lot of people who say stuff about you. Don't just respond to Mark Jackson like that. Jeff was on that same time.
He didn't say nothing to Kenyon Martin when Kenyon Martin came.
You ain't open your mouth about what Kenyon felt. Melo Ben called you out plenty of times. You know how many people said? Ty Lawson called you out. Like, it's plenty of people done called you out that you ain't never got on the stage and open your mouth for, but you somehow know how to use Twitter when it's necessary. Please relax, George Carl. You're a solid coach. You're good. I ain't gonna dish your resume. You're good. You're solid, but you have won 0. No team became a dynasty after. You haven't coached anything that became a dynasty. Ever. Like, give Mark Jackson the credit for helping Steph, Clay, Drake, helping them young boys become what they became. Watch your tone when you be talking to people when you ain't ever won nothing, George. Come on.
Yeah, Dame is out for the rest. Moving on. Dame is out for the rest of the game. Larry,
he broke his finger.
I can't remember, but I haven't been.
I know it's a hand thing.
Yeah. George Karl is Larry Brown that didn't win. There we go. Game.
All right, and so like I said, Bo 2.0 is going to go last. I won't take a whole lot of time. Just kind of echoing what D said.
I'm sorry. Y'all older than me. George Karl ever had an MVP? No.
So
no.
Okay. We coming up on November, guys. No. I know D was just talking about the whole idea of voting, but I'm gonna take it a little step further. I want you guys to educate yourselves when you go in the booth. It'll be more than just a presidential ticket that's going to be what you're voting for. So please educate yourself on every part of that ballot. So you're not going in there and you like, all right, I know I wanted to vote for this presidential ticket, but I have no idea who the rest is on the ballot. To be able to hold these politicians accountable, we got to understand not only their records and what they're trying to do, but we need to understand what we want them to do. We need to be able to hold them to the fire to get them to work for us. Politicians work for us. So that's my only thing, guys. Get out and vote, but please educate yourself in the process as well. And Bo 2.0, bring us home, man. What's your final perspective?
Okay, my final take. I know y'all gonna laugh. Don't cut me off, but my final take is this playoffs is wide open. And I'm taking my finals pick. I'm switching it up. I don't care what nobody say. I'm switching up my finals pick.
We knew this was coming.
Fuck y'all. I'm switching up my final pick.
That's 3. I say 4. Okay. I can't remember the other one, but go ahead.
My first finals pick I had at the beginning of the season. I had the Sixers and the Clippers or whatever.
Sixers Warriors. Then he realized the Warriors was hurt and it was Sixers Clippers.
Yeah. Okay. So then Ben got hurt. Whatever.
Right.
But my finals pick, and I'm sticking with this. I'm not gonna switch it up.
Okay.
Everybody, this is on wax.
I got the Miami Heat versus the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
And the reason I'm picking them is because I think the Houston Rockets are the best three-point shooting team in the West.
Okay.
Only team that beat them the last 3 years was the Golden State Warriors. They don't have to see them this year. Okay. And I got Miami Heat because they're the best three-point shooting team in the East. And y'all might laugh at me when I say this, but I think Jimmy Butler is the best leader in the Eastern Conference bubble. And that's why I'm picking the Miami Heat to make it to the NBA Finals.
Wow, guys, you heard it first on Phresh Perspective.
Yes.
Just
he was specific in his wording, so I'm trying to understand. Yeah. He said best leader in the bubble.
The best leader in the Eastern Conference.
In the Eastern Conference side of the bubble. Yeah. So it's like.
All right, so but we gonna end it right there, guys. Right. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who shared the show. Thank you for everybody who commented. Once again, I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Sorry for your loss,
DJ Shay. But please, guys, like and share this show. Thank you for everybody who just continues to come on. Shout out to the Rise Up Sports family who we affiliate with, and also shout out to the OnPoint TV.
Hey, Irv, before we do that, for anybody that is looking for voting information. There's an app. There's a website called www.isidewith.com. The letter I, side, SIDE, with.com. If you go to that website, it is probably the most in-depth site as it pertains to voting that I've been a part of. We talk about it on TLDT all the time. I'm glad that we're talking about it on Fresh Perspective because our lives are not driven and centered around sports. So thank you, fellas, for that.
Can we get everybody finals picks before we get out the air?
Yeah, we can. We started late. Look, you could drive that, Irv, and then we can walk up out of here.
I won't switch up no more.
Finals pick. First and foremost, I'm not a bronzexual, but I'm gonna go LA.
Which LA?
Lakers.
Okay.
I think the King. This is the King's last ride, and he will make it to the finals again. And on the East side, I am going to go Toronto.
Okay.
And LeBron gets his last championship.
Okay. Ice.
I'm going to go Boston and...
It's wide open though, both sides.
I want to say the Clippers, but Pandemic P is letting me down, man. So I'm gonna just stick with the Clippers in Boston.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay with my original pick, which was Clippers Boston. And I reserve the right to put. I reserve the right with health. Kimba's still a little shaky. Gordon might miss more time. I reserve the right to switch him, but my switch would only be Toronto. I'm not changing if anything major. My only would be Toronto, but I go Clippers Boston still.
Yeah,
As presently
I
constructed.
already said mine.
Yeah. Well, y'all know mine is. I'm not switching up mine. This is Milwaukee Clippers.
Okay.
So.
Say that again.
Milwaukee Clippers.
Yeah, he been saying it.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna stand by my word. The only way you will get me to change, I'm with Bo. The only way you will get me to change my prediction is if there's a catastrophic injury like Bo, Ben Simmons being gone. That's a reason to change it. I'm not gonna be the a-hole. Court's always gonna be that, so I don't have to be that. So I'll let Bo get away with this one this time because of the Ben Simmons being out. But
I switched up on the Clippers though. But
I mean, yeah. I'm not switching up unless there's a serious injury. I feel like there's no excuse why Milwaukee can't get out of the East.
But I also said the only team that can beat Houston when I did pick the Clippers was the Clippers. I never thought the Lakers could beat Houston. I don't think they could play that style of play.
Even with Russ hurt now?
I think he'll be back by next round. Okay. I don't think I never thought they needed him to beat OKC. OKC.
That's fair.
OKC surprised and got in the playoffs. I never thought they'd be this where they at. So
Shake Glizzy.
Right, I guess we getting some extra time in, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we good. Yeah. Everybody stay safe,
y'all
man.
Not done? Y'all want to keep it going?
No, we good. Everybody stay safe. Like I said, this thing is not over. Stay safe, man.
All right, guys. Peace and blessings. Thank you for coming
Rip
through.
DJ Shay.
Rise Up Sports Family on Point Network.
Peace out.